Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Bob Hoover Legacy Foundation announces new leadership and programs. East Hampton Airport in crosshairs. 2022 Paper Airplane Champions. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Bob Hoover Legacy Foundation announces new leadership and programs. The Bob Hoover Legacy Foundation, established by the late Bob Hoover and his closest friends, is pushing past the woes of the pandemic and announcing new leadership as well as an aggressive new set of priorities with more to come. Prior to his passing, Bob formed the Bob Hoover Legacy Foundation. He did so for one purpose: to contribute to the growth and betterment of aviation in perpetuity. He was a humble man despite his amazing achievements and had no interest in personal memorials or tributes to the past. Bob wanted his name, his memorabilia, in fact all of his aviation assets, to be used to support the top quality preparation of tomorrow's aviation leaders. ANN CEO Jim Campbell will again serve as the BHLF Executive Director, as well as taking a seat on the Foundation's board. Campbell was a longtime friend of Bob Hoover and chronicled his 1990s difficulties with the FAA over his airshow display work in his book Air of Injustice. The updated program is off to a solid start with agreements already in place to recommence the issuance of Hoover scholarships, as well as a number of aggressive education and professional programs dedicated to building a more professional aviation industry and community. Announcements are scheduled for Oshkosh 2022, with others to follow. And after the break, NIFA SAFECON 2022 results are in.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
At Diamond Aircraft, innovation is in our DNA. Whether you're taking to the skies for training or business travel, every aircraft in Diamond's lineup features innovative technology, an industry-leading safety record, superior performance and efficiency, and a comfortable flying experience. No other company has pioneered as many aviation firsts, achieved more milestones, or received the same amount of industry praise as Diamond. Discover why Diamond Aircraft is one of the most trusted manufacturers in aviation at diamondaircraft.com.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some other interesting stories. NIFA SAFECON 2022 results are in. The National Intercollegiate Flying Association's Safety and Flight Evaluation Conference 2022, hosted by The Ohio State University, has announced the winners of this year's competition. The top 3 scoring contestant schools and top pilots were from University of North Dakota, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Prescott, and Latorno University Longview, respectively. KC-46 completes record-setting sortie. The U.S. Air Force recently reported that one of its jet tankers, a KC-46, flew around the continental USA for just over 24 hours straight, more specifically 24.2 hours, and in the process set a new record and revealed some insights on conducting long-haul missions. A crew of 11, which included 6 pilots, 3 fuel boom operators, 1 physician assistant, and 1 photographer, departed the McConnell Air Force Base in Kansas. Drone fishing is getting caught in a net. The Hawaiian fishing community is awaiting the outcome of Governor David Ige's actions regarding the use of drones to fish in or near the state's waters. Mr. Ige, governor of Hawaii, is expected to either vote yes or veto Senate Bill SB 2065, which has already passed Hawaii's House of Representatives and its Senate earlier this month. SB 2065 permits the use of drones for simple reconnaissance, and those wishing to use a drone for the approved purpose must then apply to the Department of Land and Natural Resources for a permit. Spirit's no means maybe to JetBlue. It seems JetBlue is unwilling to accept that no means no. A few weeks ago, Spirit and Frontier Airlines had come to an agreement to combine forces. Then came along JetBlue with a cash offer, which required significant concessions by Spirit Airlines once the dust settled. But JetBlue, not so much. The board said no thank you, and not seeing any fish biting on that unwelcome bait, JetBlue has now ventured out and dangled that old bait at the Spirit Airlines shareholders' upcoming special meeting attempting a hostile takeover. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. East Hampton Airport in crosshairs. The fate of the East Hampton Airport, some 40 nautical miles west of the Long Island MacArthur Airport, is not yet sealed as NBAA and other stakeholders have filed motions in the local district court to delay its closure and has seen some temporary success. The Town of East Hampton's 20-year grant-based obligations expired in September 2021, and the Town of East Hampton ceased accepting federal grant funds. Presently, the East Hampton Airport is a publicly owned, public-use towered airport, with the longest runway being 4,255 feet, the intersecting shorter runway 2,600 feet, and in continuous use since April 1940. The Town of East Hampton sought to close the airport on May 17, 2022, and reopen it 33 hours later as a new private-use East Hampton Town Airport, JPX. Sporting a new identifier, squashing any remaining or ongoing statutory obligations, and free to impose restrictions that would curtail aircraft operations. Additionally, it's believed that JPX would introduce exorbitant landing fees, limit Part 135 and Part 91 operations, as well as perceived noise on approach of 91 decibels or greater. East Hampton is still smarting over a 2015 injunction when it previously attempted to impose similar restrictions. And after these messages, 2022 Paper Airplane Champions.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
Pilot Communications USA is proud to introduce our latest headsets, the Carbon A1 Active Noise Reduction and the Carbon P1 Passive Headset. Carbon fiber makes our headsets 30% lighter than others, which significantly reduces pilot fatigue. Our BlueLink hand control unit allows you to connect two devices at the same time, and the record out capability can send audio to an onboard camera or digital recorder. Get the headset that's so light you may forget you're wearing one at pilot-usa.com.
Whether you're charting a steady course or pushing for the ceiling, Hartzell Propeller has been elevating flight for over 100 years. It's in our passion for engineering and research. It's in our dedication to testing the limits of performance and creating propellers that are as safe as they are sexy. Now, together with our dedicated family of companies, we're propelling the future of aviation. We are Hartzell Propeller, built on honor.
Welcome back. 2022 Paper Airplane Champions. The 2022 RedBull Paper Wings World Finals has concluded in Salzburg, Austria. The event began with preliminary elimination rounds for longest airtime and distance, then elimination for aerobatics. Yes, you heard that correctly, paper airplane aerobatics, with the Superfinals later that day. Top three finishers for longest distance: 200 feet, Lazar Krstić of Serbia; 187 feet, Yichang Sun of Great Britain; and 180 feet, Abdulaziz Amanalayev of Uzbekistan. In the longest airtime division, 14.86 seconds for Reina Muhammad Usman of Said, Pakistan, 12.99 seconds Esteban Neira of Chile, and 12.29 seconds Dmitry Dmitriev of Moldova. And aerobatics, 46 points Sung-Hoon Lee of Korea, 42 points Sengfat Bae of Taipei, and 41 points for Taiga Kimura of Japan. The longest distance and longest airtime both have a competing pool of 15, whereas the aerobatic division was 19 deep. The contest rules are straightforward. The singular sheet of official paper handed out on site may be modified by folding only. No ripping, gluing, stapling, or ballasting allowed. 2 trials permitted. Best distance wins as measured by laser. Longest distance counts in seconds from the moment the airplane launches from hand until touchdown. The aerobatic division is a little looser. Pre-made airplanes, no propulsion, no special effects, no remote control, and supporting materials used should not influence flight after launch. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.